from the very successful volunteer contribution of the Sant Nirankari mission non-profit at its 2021 Humanness blood drive in collaboration with the New York Blood Center in Westbury, Long Island. The non-profit, which also functions as a spiritual movement, addresses the importance of peace, love, humanity amongst all communities, bringing together one place for all people from all walks of life with social work. Built on the pillars of truth, resilience, and serving others, the Sant Nirankari mission proudly represents millions of its volunteers across the globe who are all on a path to give back to the ones in need, the most vulnerable. On that, the Humanness blood drive, which was held with all COVID-19 protocols intact, brought together more than 100 individuals to donate blood, as there is an urgent need for blood in several blood centers across the country. We spoke with key members of the Sant Nirankari mission on this Humanness blood drive and the vision behind it. Here is the story.
Truly precious.
What has brought you and the entire team of Sant Nirankari mission here today? And we are talking about the, awesomeness of donating blood. I'd like to know what your perspective on that is.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. So my perspective basically comes from understanding the criticality of donating blood. Accentuated by the whole impact of the pandemic, everybody's looking for blood donation, especially in New York City. I want to make sure I contribute and be one of those people who are sending a message and helping others understand that it's safe and it's also a great cause. So I think the most important thing is the mission being selfless during the entire COVID time. They've donated blood, they've donated food, resources in terms of, just helping the community. And this is another big example. This is the second time they're doing it actually during COVID, which I think they've done for many, many years. And myself included, I've donated since the first time this mission started doing it in the early 2000s. So I've been very happy to be a part of it and contribute to it in the long cause.
Right now, we are being joined by the Westbury Fire Department. We have with us Mr. Carr. Thank you so much for being with us on ITV Gold. I would love to know what brings you here today and how are you bringing the Westbury Fire Department into this mission today?
Okay, so pretty much today is always a mission to help the community. We drive community drive with blood drives. We always involve in that with the Westbury Fire Department. Like I said, we always with the community, and anything to help you guys is great for us.
Could you tell me how your experience has been with the fire department in all during this pandemic? What kind of obstacles have you guys been facing?
It's been very busy. Like I said, we do a lot of precautionary. The pandemic it was serious to that time, but we was able to make through and did what we had to do.
What are you looking forward to this year? What kind of improvements could we look in the fire department?
Pretty much we're gonna still talk to the community and have the community more involved with us by doing blood drives and going out food drives and have more involvement with the community.
And I heard you donated blood?
I couldn't because I donated 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So I can't. So, but I'm always giving blood at least 3 or 4 times a year. It's something I've always been doing since when I was 18 years old. So I love giving back.
What do you think is so important about blood donations according to you?
To me, it's very thing. So if I can have a serious medical problem, serious accident, and they may need their blood, and it make a difference. Like, so my blood can help somebody make a difference. So that's why I do it.
What should the youth learn from this? All the kids you see around in the mission, what do you think they should learn?
They learn humanity to save, we are teaching them to save lives of other. We should have that bhav कि हमें हमेशा देना सीखना है, हमें हमेशा अपने से ज़्यादा औरों की मदद करनी है. And if you I have read that line that if God gives you something financially or something that you can do anything for others, you can do it. आपने किसी की हेल्प के लिए हमेशा आगे बढ़ते रहना है. और स्पेशली आज हम देख सकते हैं देयर आर सो मेनी यूथ who are donating blood for the very first time. सो वो इससे यही सीख रहे हैं कि किस तरह से हम और लोगों की मदद कर सकते हैं, और इवन दिस पैंडमिक टाइम। सो हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा यूथ ऐसे ही आगे बढ़े और इस मानवता के कल्याण में लगा रहे।
What's your message on donating blood during Ramadan? Is it a good thing to do, and is it safe?
It's safe. You can donate blood during Ramadan. There is no problem with that as long as you're hydrated. So it should not be a problem.
My last question to you actually is, could you let us know, or our audience know, when you donate blood, what does it get used for? What are some of the uses that are directly taken from the blood banks?
Well, whole blood is all used for people who have anemia and they've lost blood for procedures or for any other reason. But the blood is also filtered and used for like your platelets, the plasma. There are a lot of other things that can be used, for the blood products can be used for these causes where there is shortage of people who are bleeding for some reasons and they only need like fresh plasma, or they need certain, factors. So they do a lot of the blood banks extract a lot of factors from this and also use it for donation. So it's very important. Yeah.
You are a first-time donor, and it was your birthday yesterday. You just turned 16. I would love to know how you're feeling, and just turning 16 is such a big deal. Why did you decide to donate blood as well?
I was very excited to turn 16 because that finally meant I can finally donate blood this year. And it's been a big wish of mine to donate blood and help out the community, especially during this pandemic. And I love the blessings that Mataji and Babaji blessed all of us to have this ability to donate all this blood.
Yashi, I would love to know, you've been in the mission for quite some time now, 16 years. I know you were born and raised here. What has the mission taught you the most? And when you want to, give back to the community, what have they taught you about it?
So one thing that always stuck out to me when thinking about donating blood is blood should flow in veins, not in drains. And that is a very important message because all of us are healthy and blessed enough to have extra blood that we can donate to somebody else that doesn't have enough. And I think it's a very good blessing to donate blood. So I encourage all the youth that are out there to donate blood if you can, if you're healthy enough, to help out the community.
Something that I really notice and I really appreciate about the Sant Nirankari mission is the contributions of the youth. There are many first-time donors today. There are a lot of young faces here that we see. What is the motivation behind them, and how do you prepare them in the mission? What are they taught?
First and foremost, the family that prays together stays together. So we encourage that once you have join the mission and you have realization of the God Almighty, which is pervading all over the place, everywhere. So even our family, we treat them as a fellow devotees. And we instill in children from very childhood that we all are children of the same God, including your family. So you have to treat them with respect and listen to them and remain as a friend to your children. And that's why you see a lot of children are coming here, and we also listen to their input. The youth have their own ideas. They are the future of any society. So what we do in the mission, we listen to them, we cater to their needs, but also teaching them what's the purpose, what is life, why we are living in this world, and what's the purpose of our duties towards fellow human beings. That's why they all are very encouraged to do blood donation.